as you'll see, we had a really fun rally out here at the property. We had a few buses that couldn't make it, one that broke down on the way here and got towed back, but the couple still came and stayed in their car while they were here. It was just a lot of fun. Our friend got sick and he wasn't able to come, and another bus that had some mechanical issues, but it rained for 3 days straight here on the property. Things got a little squishy, but nobody got stuck, but we really did have a great time. Hello, hello. Is this front good?
It will be.
Yeah, let's pull forward. Pull forward a little bit, and then try to get maybe about 3 feet that way, and then you can go back a few more feet. Yeah.
Damn good and level. It's a little soft. It's moving a little bit on the front.
Yeah, well, it rained all night long.
Yeah. Really? Could have fooled me. Just have him do that a dozen times.
Yeah. Everybody's awake around here.
I didn't get a delivery notification. No one else did. I didn't go down the hill the rest of it. It was raining.
You had a little soft clay corner there. You need to widen out with some chert. This little trailer does a pretty good job hauling some material around. Yeah, keep going.
You're not gonna get what normally, but you know. Pretty flexible. Hey Tyler, will that wheel spin right now? Okay. I'm just making sure. I know you have it on, but that don't mean it works. We got Dan's 4104. We got the other Dan's Flexliner. And we got mud everywhere here because it has rained for days. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Just let it roll. You don't have to put it in. Keep it in gear just in case something breaks loose, but don't actually let the clutch out. Is that reverse that you're in, or? Okay. So just slowly go. Cut your wheel a little bit less of an angle. Nope, the other way. There you go. Yeah. Turn your wheel towards me. There you go. Now you can turn it the other way just a little bit. Okay, straight from there. Straighten the wheels. Straighten the wheels. Straighten. Straight. No, turn the wheel this way. There you go. You're gonna put them in the culvert. Straight.
Poor Ozzy, I almost didn't make it. This was his first trip in the bus. He was having problems with his air throttle, and he couldn't get full throttle on it, which is why he couldn't get it up the hill. And then the throttle was sticking, and it was just very inconvenient. But he made it here, and we were able to make a temporary repair on his air throttle where he can get it home, but he's going to swap that out for another one. So here's Oz's bus, and I'm going to take my shoes off so I don't do what he's already done.
There's slippers right there, Scott.
That's okay. I'm just taking them off. Too late. They're off. Man, you did a beautiful job on this dashboard. Holy cow.
Uh-huh.
This is beautiful what you've done up here. I don't know if I have. I probably have. I have an old video tour of this bus before.
I built all that too. Yeah, you have a nice video of this bus before. I bought it.
This is her maiden voyage, right?
Yes. Yes.
Other than he's been fighting a throttle problem, she didn't think he could get here because of it, and he made it here. He just couldn't get it up the hill, but yeah. Nice.
Made a barn door.
Does that latch good into place when you're driving?
Yeah, it holds it right here.
Oh, okay.
Locks it in, and then.
Oh wow, that is a crazy shower.
Yeah. Yeah, I did all the cabinets on both sides of the bedroom, and there's a fireplace right there that that was in the bus already.
Oh,
Staples had it up front. I made a cabinet to put it back there, and then the wardrobe inside the wardrobe is not finished yet. It's I'm gonna have a dresser going there and a bar, but right now it's empty. Something leaked.
Yeah, maybe one of the windows, maybe.
One of these windows, yeah. It's okay. It's not big enough. I'll fix it. Yeah.
Nice.
So I haven't, other than the sink and the stuff like that, I haven't bought anything. Built all of it. That's why it took 18 months.
Yeah.
And then we have gotta have a coffee station.
And then is there something behind that, or?
Oh yeah, what's behind that is, whoops, the wood. I gotta swelled up.
Nice. Very nice. That's a big TV.
And then all the panels you got, they're up there.
Oh, excellent.
I'll show you the bay down there too. I got it all working. Got a diesel heater plus the mini split, plus the fireplace in the back is a heater too for the bedroom.
Oh wow.
I think total is 1900 some odd watts
on the roof
up there, and I got a 3000 watt inverter with all the stuff you told me to buy, charge controller, all that, and the Nissan Leaf batteries.
How did you do coming up the hill out of your property there? Or did you go the back way?
It went up okay.
Really? Yeah. So
Well, it wasn't like when I first drove the bus.
okay.
I knew then that I wasn't getting full throttle. It made it, but first time I drove the bus, it just flew through there. It wasn't.
What's that?
Oh, CD.
Yeah. Hey, 1 1 1 1. Testing 1 1 1 1 1. So what?
Bring it up a little bit more. Okay. Right here.
Hey now, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
I'll get there. This one, we might sell 45 or 50 of these if everything's lucky. So, there's a couple of things that inspired me to write this song. One of them was, we've had, 3 buses now that haven't made it up the hill. So there's one inspiration that I had.
Kelsey said, well, that's a heavy hill down there. How do these buses get up? And I said, they're in good shape, but they don't get up the hill.
That's right. So the other thing was, it's been a while since I've heard anything about it, and don't feel obligated by me doing this, but I've kind of named your property here. So there was some talk on YouTube a while back and Patreon about what the property should be named, and I really don't care what it's named. It's your property, but anyway, here's a song that might influence your decision on it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. I'll go ahead and kick this off. It's cheaper than that. And the trees from a mile away, well, you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. Well, at the top of that mountain, there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun.
We're gonna bring Kelsey around this. He's gonna do
There you go.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Where is it? Right there, right? Yeah.
Hang on. You sure? Yeah. Yeah.
Make another one, huh?
Yeah.
You're in. It's got it, buddy.
That's good.
Done that plenty of times on the road with the biggies on the bus.
Oh, yeah. They put the damn thermostat inside this housing, and it doesn't.
The temperature doesn't get to it.
Yeah, so I got to leave it open when I'm parked, or else it'll just run.
Okay. So has this always been a custom coach, or was
It
it?
was ordered brand new as a custom coach. I think Mike Middaugh was a big part in getting it spec'd out and built, and he owned it several times throughout the years. And I know at one time I think it was monster.com owned this bus, and they actually had a wrap on it.
Oh.
Boston Scientific had it set up as a mobile lab, had a bunch of medical equipment in it. They had a wrap on it. I've got pictures of some of it. And it's had about 3 different interiors, and I think the last interior update they did was 2003. And it was sold to a private owner in 2007. I bought it in 2017, and it basically sat in storage for 10 years at that time, and was driven very little and pretty much no maintenance. So we've been trying to get her back amongst the living.
Is the interior layout kind of an entertainer, or how do you have
This
it?
was an executive build. You see these chairs here in the booth and the couch. There was another booth and another couch further on back, and it had about 6 more of these chairs in here. And so we took everything out and just left the front section like it was, and we built this middle section, kind of set it up more we bought it for a band setup. And so we built the center section with the little kitchenette type deal, and I built the cabinets and trimmed everything out, and I'm still working on the middle section. I ran out of time, and so we put a shower in here. I've still got some work to do on it. I'm going to redo the floor because the generator is directly underneath, so we couldn't put a traditional drain in there. We got to use a bilge pump.
Oh.
But I've got enough ceiling height. I think I'm going to build a false floor and put an actual shower drain in it, and hook it up to the bilge pump. And the closets are still unfinished, and most of the bunks are, I think I've got my bunk finished down there, but the rest of them are still pretty raw. And I'll get a little more light back here.
So this is all the original executive.
Yeah, this is the kitchen. All this is original, the refrigerator, coffee maker, cabinets. Kind of feels like an airplane in here.
All the custom coach to me feels like the back
I
of an
like it.
airplane. Yeah.
Little trash bin and a closet. And in the bathroom you may have to step. Get in here and get your light.
I'm impressed that we squeezed by each other in that. Yeah, this is
That's all pretty original.
this is custom coach right here. Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable though. I mean, we traveled in it with 4 or 5 guys, and it's fairly comfortable for that number, but you get any more than that in here and it gets a little crowded. It's only 40 foot, so.
Who do we have here?
That's actually my uncle's. They had a bluegrass band in the 1970s and 80s, and that's kind of how I got started in all the bus and music stuff, because they had a 4104 they started out with in the 70s, and they graduated to an Eagle in the 80s, and so I was pretty much raised up on one, and that's just a little tip of the hat to them.
It's nice. Figured I'd show that because
I've got a lot more
Looks cool.
memorabilia that I'll probably end up putting some of it in here, but just kind of focusing on mechanical stuff right now. It's a little more important.
yeah, we're gonna get this in the shop this week and we'll get some work done on it.
Yeah, start the laundry list.
I'm gonna get a tour of Dan's Flexliner here. Turbo. Hey, buddy.
It's okay. Scott's allowed. Hey, you know.
No barking.
No, shh. You're going to break the microphone.
So Dan's bus was the first customer ever up the hill, right?
Yep. First bus other than Lenny up the hill. First one to do a timed run. I had the record for a little while.
Most improved with propane.
Right, got that record.
And you're on the road for how many months now?
5 months starting last Sunday. I'll be back first part of April.
And those won't be looking the same in a few months.
No. They'll probably be about the same amount, but I'm pretty sure it'll be different bottles.
Yeah. Got the whole manual, huh?
Yeah, the parts Flexliner, I got the whole thing. I've been working on scanning it a chapter at a time so I can share it with people.
So big improvements you made this year. You got lithium batteries now.
Yeah, that was the big thing this year was the lithium batteries. Last year I expanded the solar a whole bunch and took the ice maker that's in the back of your shop now, took it out and put that little freezer in. A little 2.5 cubic foot freezer.
So you have that, and then the apartment fridge.
Yep, residential fridge. I think I redid the shower last year as well. That's probably gross.
It has a cabin kind of feel to it, like a yeah,
Yep, like a little
lake cabin or something. Yep. How much of this build did you do inside?
I've redone just about all of it. You know, the basic structure was there, but you know, I've completely gutted and redone just about everything.
That's how it ends up.
Yep.
So, well, thank you for giving us a tour again. It's nice that you have a home office so you can still work from the road.
Yeah, part of the requirement for me to be able to take off in the winter.
And then big TV. I see you're watching Red, White, and Bethune up there.
Yeah,
Little plug for them.
Kyle and Jen.
Turbo, why are you hiding down there? Is that your spot?
Sometimes.
I've never seen you down there. You're always sitting in the driver's seat.
Says I can do that too. What you want? Yep.
He's a good boy.
Most of the time.
He's very protective. And he doesn't like golf carts.
He's a good boy except when he's not.
Yeah, with the sun on it, because that's something we haven't seen in 3 days. 3 constant days of rain here.
Breakfast, huh?
doors open automatically?
No, it's because the bus is
Oh,
tilted.
okay. I was like, holy
I
cow.
can lie to you, and boy, you'd be really impressed.
Well, I'm still already really impressed because this is,
Well, you've seen it before, haven't
yeah, yeah. But that was like 5 years ago, 6
Yeah,
years
true,
ago,
true.
and it's still as clean as it was then.
you? Yeah. But I'm still making changes to it. I got rid of the air bellows that Prevo puts in to tighten the belts, and I built a set of jack screws for them.
Yeah. It was an air tensioner, is that what it was?
Tensioner, yeah. And if I wasn't getting a leak at the air tensioner or the fittings, I was getting a leak at the regulator or the damn switch, or getting a leak at the check valve. It's like, I'm done. I'm always doing something on it. Now I don't have to do nothing.
Nice. That's clean and pretty.
That's what yours is going to look like, right? No, you got the 8B.
Hey, this one just sounds like it's missing up too.
You wished.
I will take my shoes off on this, or do you want me on the first step? Or
These are throwaway, so
okay, so I'll go up to the step and take my shoe off
whatever you
there.
want.
Hello.
Hi.
We're getting a tour of your home.
What?
That is the captain's chair.
Indeed.
How many cuss words have come from that?
Actually, she's my stereo windshield signal person, because when they do a moron stunt, she's up in the windshield with both fingers extended.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, I meant that people do dumb things in front of you. That never happens. This is beautiful on the ceiling. Oh my goodness. This is a whole nother league.
That's why I try to tell people that when we bought this, or the other two, in fact, we're not campers. We want a second home.
This is
I
beautiful.
said that anyhow.
Yeah.
What Mama wants, Mama
I'm
gets.
not into tenants.
This is far from a tent.
Yeah.
I understand.
I can't believe how wide this part feels right in
It
here.
does.
It
It does. It's comfortable.
What's the matter?
Oh, just the stuff you
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We can vacuum it up when we get there.
track in.
Yeah. You're on video now.
Sorry. How to get your good side.
Oh, God. Not good.
I'm sorry. Well, you have an absolutely beautiful coach. This thing is
We
phenomenal.
enjoy it very much. Very much.
It's very
And we're comfortable in it. You know, it doesn't feel tight, and it's really comfortable.
it's tastefully elegant too.
And it's got a lot of extras in it, which we didn't realize till we found it. So it works really, really well. Yep.
Thank you for the tour.
115,000 BTUs. Was it 115?
105.
105.
Yeah, but I constantly having to change these compressors. I changed that probably 3 years ago, and it's already complete.
And I don't know why, after all these years with all the same issues over and
Same
over
one.
and
It's the same
over
thing.
again, why they
Is that
don't.
York?
Yeah,
It's York
So I
style
don't even fool with it. I you know, I go ahead and just turn my gen on, and because this robs what 30 horsepower.
Well, yeah, the reason it robs the horsepower is because when you put that one on, his fan goes into high speed.
All the time.
And so now he's cycling off of his engine thermostat instead of the D-deck.
Yeah.
So he's only got 400 horsepower.
Yeah. It's 475 without the
Good point.
Out of cruise and 500 with cruise on. How do they do that? I mean, it's all in the.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Program.
yeah, it's in the program, but so I don't run that any longer. I just turn my gin on because the gin's only running about a half gallon, 3/4 of a gallon
I
per.
don't think you're even doing that,
You know,
because when
per hour.
I did 10 days at Indy doing the Oshkosh fly-in for pilots and paws, and I ran it from the minute you were allowed to in the morning until they made you shut it down at night. So I ended up with 171 hours of runtime on the generator, and I used 70 gallons of fuel. Because
Wow.
I filled up before I went there, and filled up again at the exact same pump at the exact same
And you
time.
think? Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it. What year?
Well, it's a 97, 150,000 miles on it now.
Who's the converter?
Converted by Royale or by Monaco. It's a Royal or Royale, however you want to pronounce it. All stock, all basic. Nothing's been changed on it. Carpet, that's it. Everything else is original.
And, do you know how many horsepower it's set up?
It's set up for 475 without the cruise, 500 with the cruise on. Right now I'm getting about 9.2 miles to the gallon.
It has Jake brakes because I heard him.
Jake brakes.
Does it have a retarder on the trans too, or no?
No, just Jake's, and I keep them on all the time. Never go off.
How long have you had it?
I've had it since 14, so 7 years. And no, really haven't had to do anything to it. Everything, like I say, refrigerator even is 24 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, turn it up with some light. Yeah, it's kind of frumpy, but we'll change it out here soon.
I like the neutral colors. I
do too. I want to change the wallpaper.
Yeah.
In here in the bathroom. I don't think that blue goes with anything. I don't know why they did that. I'll tell you the interesting thing about these Royales though. I had some bad tile, and I thought, well, where am I gonna get new tile? I read something where they store because these are one-offs. This is $199, so everything for $199 that's left over, you know, the suede, the wallpaper, tiles, the grout, you know, the upholstery, everything that they have left over, they put in the bed, at the head of the bed. Paint. Paint, all of it. And so I went in there and I thought, well, I'm going to try it. So some people have robbed them. I don't know how many owners this has had. So I went in there and I had 3 cases of tiles.
Oh my goodness.
I thought, and the grout. I was happy as could be.
That is a miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Praise to God. Yeah, it's we're going up to custom coach in Columbus, and wanted the guy to put in new captain chairs, change the valances, change the dash padding, and take this sofa out and put another sofa in here. He quoted a price of $60,000, and I said, not happening. That's not $60,000 to me.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll end up doing it ourselves. But it's been a good coach. It's been a good coach. It's gotten us down the road without any problems at all. And I better find some wood somewhere because
it's beautiful.
Well, that's the thing with this, and the differences in the coaches, by this being converted by Monaco, they go solid wood. Everything is wood in all their coaches. Now, Liberty, Marathon, Van Ter, they use Viticor or Formica, but I think it's called Viticor. And if you want the real wood, you have to go with the Royale.
Yeah, well, you can tell that it's quality just by touching and feeling it, and I mean it's.
Well, the amazing thing about these are everything is so tight. If you look at the drawers, well, if you look at the drawers, they're solid wood. you know. So other coaches, fiberglass coaches, you go down the road and rattling. You just hear rattles and squeaks. I hear nothing. If I hear something back here, if I hear a dish back here rattling, I stop it. But you don't hear anything else. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I've got the house system isolated from it.
I was saying, you can
So,
still see the wire
but
columns.
they both share the accessory tank.
Gotcha.
Yep.
See how they're strong?
Yeah.
You'd like that.
Amazing machines.
They're a good couple of guys.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're really good guys.
And you've owned this 4104 since 1978. Is that right?
79.
79.
Good enough.
I'm gonna actually take my shoes off here.
Oh, you can come out of yours without untying them, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead through there. Go ahead
And
in there.
you've had this up to Alaska twice now?
Yes, sir. We hope to go this next summer. It'll be the third time up.
The second time you mostly just went to your property up there, right? You didn't do a whole lot of sightseeing, did you? Or
Yeah, we got out for about a month, but we spent over 2 months at the property.
and
It's a dated conversion, you know.
you live in Central Florida.
Yeah. We've owned the bus long enough to actually do remodels on the carpentry because it got to be antique. That was a scary part.
A great feature that he has on his bus.
Cut corners.
He cut all the corners, so you don't hurt yourself jamming your knee into
Really?
or your thigh into the corner.
You went right by the one in the front, the little one. We like it. It's a labor of love, right? These two corners are cut too.
Yeah, those would be real headbangers normally.
Yeah. The ones in the back work good for throwing a shoe up on there in the morning and tying your, your shoes. We've added solar recently and inversion and battery banking and just try to put some more ease in. I love that diesel heater, man.
Yeah, so you've been boondocking out here and it's been cloudy and stuff, but you haven't had to run your generator much, have you? Or?
No. You know, I mean, it's laying here almost static, really.
Yeah.
I got a freezer running down below there. It's holding it.
It'll definitely come up today with we had our first sunny day in 3 days.
It's taking a while.
You're in our brand new parking spot.
Yeah, we compacted a little bit more for you.
Let's hope we get you out of it. I wasn't expecting 3 days of rain.
We thank you for the rally, Scott. It's been awesome.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. All right, so we're coming in for our tour. Are you prepared? Doing dishes. You don't have George's socks in the sink like in the movie we just watched?
No.
It looks like it's never ending with all the mirrors. 45-foot long, it is never ending. Oh, this thing is beautiful. George, if you ever decide you don't want to own this bus anymore, let me know.
Okay.
And I'll give you an option to buy it back again.
There you go. The DMV will really start wondering for the fourth time.
Do you know how many horsepower it is?
I do not.
Okay.
I think it's 4 something.
It's probably 475. That's my guess. It's got all the beautiful little buttons.
You want to hear our cool doorbell?
Yes, do the doorbell. I want to hear it.
Now I just heard it for the first time this trip.
Oh, was I supposed to stop and put my hand over my heart? I forgot.
30 days of madness. 30.
Yeah, it works good though. That's
Yeah.
that's a hell of a pump.
Yeah, that. So Jennifer can have house-like showers.
That's super weird.
But the I didn't put the cover back on because I still need to straighten out up here. But you couldn't get to any of that shit. They had it so
A wall over it. And...
yeah. So it's all but
Nice.
Scott, I worked so hard on that.
That's why I wanted to get it on video for you.
Oh no. She would call me. I'd have a headlamp on. It'd be, 8:30 at night. Are you coming home? Do you want plumbing for the trip? So it was. Hold on, let me see if she's in there.
So Rick made it only a day late to the rally because he had some serious work getting done on his. He had his rear end out and all welded up. Should I close the door while the dog run out, or?
Yeah, I'll close it. Go ahead, you can film. I'll close it.
Somebody's excited. Somebody's excited, and you blend in with the couch.
The door's on a magnet. You gotta show them the big shower.
Yes, this is a humongous shower.
On the toilet paper dispenser, black box. And the attack dog.
Yes, this is an attack dog. Hello. Hello.
Get him. Sick him.
I see your bed over there, huh?
Get him. I don't know if you want to do the bays underneath or that engine crossover.
Yeah, we can do that. We are on an incline.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Everything like here's the click. And then there's the third one.
Nice.
Everything costs extra when you buy the tray. And one of the things guys asked me was, do you want a third, 2/3 stop? I didn't know what it meant at the time, but I figured, you know what, I better. And what you just mentioned, you knew right off the bat. When you're on the side of the road, broke down, and you open up one of these trays, it's coming down like a sled, wham! And luckily it caught me, and I realized that those things are important when you're on the side of the road. But that's how those work. They go out both sides, no matter where you're at. You can go out the other bay. Some people talk about you lose some space because of the height of the rack. You lose this distance.
Yeah.
But to me, it's so much worth it because I can find something, put it in, pull it out.
Oh yeah, the person who says that has never climbed into a bay trying to find something in the back.
In fact, I had an interesting story on the people on the bus before that. The lady is now 40-something, but she was 12, and she was in charge of the family of she was the smallest one, so she was always elected to go in and climb over everything and put everything back into position. Oh, I gotta get the other key ring, hold on. drive the car with a different key ring.
Here's some of the buses leaving. I think that's the Prevost.
They're leaving?
Yeah, it's Andre's. The Jake brakes there.
And when I was having an overheating problem, the whole engine compartment would get hot. I went over and down where I live with the marinas. They put generators in the big yachts, and they treated the metal, and then we put this in here. Also, we made a new pipe because the flange here had broke, and so my buddy, who was a steel fab owner, realized the plate was too thin. So when he made the new one, he made it thicker, and it's only one piece all the way across. That eliminated about 40 degrees in the engine compartment.
Huh.
So, and then you work on the rest.
It's a very beautiful and clean MC5B. I don't know that you're going to find a nicer one.
This is what I use as a leak indicator. So it's real high.
Oh. Miss Bud. Corner and you cut me too tight. Just maybe.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees. And from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.